Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Today we're going to present our topic, which is communication and inter-intra personal skills. I am Nurul Nabilah Malik as the first presenter.
And I am Muhammad Azim as a second presenter.
I am Nabilah Binti Talib as a third presenter. I am Nur Azila binti Ismail, the last presenter.
So, as a first presenter, I will explain to you about communication skills. So, what is communication skills? The real definition of communication skills is abilities to giving and receiving information. So, the word communicate itself means giving information to the other person. So, as you know, but it took two to tango, which is we need to give the information to another person, and the another person need to give feedback to us. If we have good communication skills, so we have positive feedback. But if we don't have good communication skills, it will become vice versa. So communication become easier when you speak the same language. For example, like us, like what happened to us. For example, me and my friends, we speak the same language, which is Malay. So when we communicate or discuss about something, we understand each other. But what happen if when I am abroad? What happen if you guys are abroad? For example, if you guys go to Korea and you are lost somewhere and you need to find your way, so you need to speak their own language. And in Korea, their first language is not English, so they speak Korean fully. So you need to speak Korean in order to find your own way. There are three types of communication, which are verbal, non-verbal, and written. So verbal is speaking face to face. It means they have two persons and they need to speak face to face. That is verbal. Next is non-verbal. Non-verbal means cues like facial expressions, body stance, and tone of voice. Non-verbal, you did not speak verbally, but you are giving cues. You are giving hint. For example, as for us, we are having practical last semester. So if you can see your student giving facial expression like scared, you know that kind of face, giving facial expression, that is non-verbal communication skill, which is you are giving information but not with a verbal sign. And lastly is written. Written is printed message. Written communication is like giving email, letter, or some sort of thing same as that. Okay, next is two-way communication. Two-way communication is when a person transmit information while the receiver give response. So two-way communication is when one person communicate with other person, and that person understand the information and the receiver will give response. For example, I'm giving information to my friend Farhana. So Farhana, what you want to eat today? So Farhana understand the information, which is she asked about what Farhana want to eat today, and Farhana will reply, I will eat donut, for example. So the benefit or advantage to have a good communication skills are: first, confidence. When you have the abilities to give great communication skill to others, you will have high confidence level. when you give information to a person and the person understood what you want to give, so it will increase your confidence level. Just imagine what happen if you give information to other person but that person did not understand. Of course, you will feel low, you feel down. Next is better relationship. So relationship and communication is very related. So if you want to have a better relationship, not just love relationship, but friendship, your relationship with other people, for example, lecturer, your friends. So you need to communicate well so that they can understand and give feedback and feel what we call feel lesser with them. Okay, next is resolve problem. So if you have good communication skills, you will become easier for you to solve problem of others or your problem. So when you have good communication skills, you understand what is your problem or other person's problem. So you will give good opinion to them for them to solve their problem. And if you have problem you with other person, you have to communicate with them what you like, what you dislike, so they understand that and they will change it fully. And lastly is improve productivity. So improve productivity. For example, you are in a group assignment. So in a group assignment, of course, we have 3 to 4 people in one group. In that one group, you will, if you have good communication skills, you will give varieties of opinion to them so that they have ideas for your assignment or in the class. You will continue give opinion in the class if the lecturer asks. So it somehow will improve your productivity level. Instead of just stay in the class, keep quiet, not saying anything. So if you have good communication skills, you will give more opinion, more pandangan of yours towards that class on that day. Next. So next is inter and intrapersonal skill. So interpersonal skill is interaction between two people. So interpersonal skill is very related to us, which is we do it every day when just simple as you go to the toilet and you ask for a person next to you. So I'm going to toilet. So do you want to follow me or something like that, or just ask for where to eat? That is interpersonal skill, which is interaction between two people. The example of interpersonal skill are active listening, teamwork, motivation, leadership, and on the phone. Next is intrapersonal skill. Intrapersonal skill is communicating within yourself. So I will give the example first so that you can portray it. So the examples are meditation, self-reflection, and self-talk. So which means intrapersonal skill is more with yourself, you and yourself. You are talking to yourself. For example, you are nervous, like me. I am nervous standing right in front of the camera like this. So I'm talking to myself. It's okay, it's alright. Everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be fine. So that somehow will motivate yourself before going something that is scared. Another example is when you are nervous in a competition, when you are nervous taking your examination. It's like you are motivate yourself before you going for something that you scared. Okay, next is the examples for us. So we're going to be a future teacher, inshallah, one day. So these are examples that normally happen for a teacher in school. So first is class control. So class control, I give example like us, we are physical education teacher. So normally we will have class outdoor, at the field, at the court, out of the classroom. So you have 40 students, so you need to have good communication skills. You need to give them one information that is precise and easy to understand, so that they can follow the instruction and the class did not become chaos. Okay, for example, the students, okay, for example like my school. So normally the previous teachers only always remind them, if they have PE class, they will go straight to the field. So the teacher did not go to the class and call them. So they normally will go straight away to the field. So at the field, it is our job to give them instruction, the next instruction. So today we're gonna play, for example, frisbee. So you need to have good communication skills to communicate with them, to give information to them so that they can understand it and they can follow the instructions. Next is teacher parents. So teacher and parents normally happen when the student have problem at school. So for example, these parents have their child bullied at school. So you are the one need to communicate with the parents about what happened, so that they will not have other miscommunication there. So the parents understand, the student understand, and teacher understand. So they will have no miscommunication problems. Next is explaining things. Explaining things is like our job. Explaining something to students. So giving them information for class or for everything. For example, we are PE teacher, so we gonna teach them frisbee, for example. So when we teach frisbee, of course we need to explain the steps, how we gonna play, the rules, the attire, the rules, the attire, what else? The equipment, So explaining things is our job. Next is teacher and staff. So we are not, if we are working, we are not working alone. We are working in a society. So we need to communicate well with other staff also. For example, the club, our colleagues, and for anything. So when we live in society, so we need to work well with the society. And lastly, master of ceremony or MC. So this is our job also. So for example, in schools we have many events. For example, sports day, graduation day, retirement day. So usually for that particular event, the MC or master of ceremony is the teacher itself. So the role of teacher during that job is they need to control the event. You need to control the event so that the event will run smoothly without any problems. Okay, that's all for my part. So I will give to next presenter, which is Azim.
Okay, Bella. Okay, Assalamualaikum and selamat pagi. Okay, today, sorry. Okay, Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Now let's proceed to the another topic, which is presentation skills. Okay, so first of all, what is the definition of presentation skill? Definition of presentation skill is it can be defined as a set of ability that enable an individual to interact with the audience and transmit their message with clarity, and also to engage the audience in our presentation. As we know, this good emphasis on the good presentation skill because it's playing an important role to convincing our audience. Okay, for example, during the interview session, if you are delivering a good presentation skill, for sure, the probability or chance for you to get that position is higher compared to the other who not perform it well. Okay, there are several types of presentation, which are the first one is formative, and the second one is instructional, the third one is arousing, the fourth one is persuasive, and the last one is decision making. Okay, for the informative, this presentation brief and to the point, and is generally stick the facts and avoid complicated information. And informative usually used to describe fact. Maksudnya kita terangkan berbagai jenis fakta dan bukannya auta. Okay, and is organized from most important topic to list and best for breaking big information down into small. It means that kita narrow down kita punya topik daripada general into specific. For example, during our university lectures, bila lecturers bagi kita satu input daripada general ke specific, itu antara contoh informatif, maksudnya yang membantu kita. Okay, and then for the second one is instructional. Instructional means that this presentation gives specific direction and orders, which is teach something completely new to the audience. Okay, the characteristics of instructional presentation is very detailed and taking a long time to be explained because it's more follow to the sequence. Okay, and all the theory and knowledge that we share from the basic step. This is because to checking the audience understanding. For example, contohnya saya nak ajar macam mana nak menggunakan alat pemadam api. Jadi saya beritahu step-stepnya yang mana agak senang untuk diingati oleh saya punya audience ataupun yang akan menggunakannya. So, the example for instructional are tutorial classes, safety demonstration, and instructional video. Okay, and then for the arousing, it is designed to make audience consider the topic or discussion. Okay, it usually involves a lot of powerful language and enthusiastic discussion, and often the presenter will use some story or real life example of the topic to deliver their message. Okay, contohnya saya ni seorang businessman yang dah berjaya, jadi saya nak kongsikan apa yang saya dah lakukan sebelum ni, sebelum saya berjaya. Contohnya saya ceritakan saya punya latar belakang, macam mana saya build up saya punya company dan saya rebranding saya punya produk sebagainya. Jadi audience akan lebih tertarik untuk mendengarnya kerana itu berdasarkan kisah yang benar. Okay, example for the arousing suggest debate or motivational speech. And then for the persuasive, it is designed to make the listener to accept and agree with presenter proposal, and it is usually showing supporting facts and advantage to reinforce credibility, and also is often highly emotional, which is will help to gather support and approval. Okay, for example for the persuasive such as political debates and business proposal, and the last one is decision making. Okay, for the decision making, this presentation is designed to convince listener to act on the presenter proposal. Okay, and it usually by giving evidence and pointing out what can happen if this is not done. Okay, and normally presenter often compare the two prediction about what will happen if the listener do or don't do that what they suggest. Okay, contohnya saya ni sebagai agent yang membuat insurans, jadi saya present kepada saya punya klien atau customer, so kita okay, kalau ada insurans ni awak boleh ni, kalau awak tak ambil insurans ni awak akan dikenakan ni. Jadi saya punya audience atau klien tu akan buat keputusan lah untuk decide untuk mana satu lebih baik untuk mereka. Okay, now let's proceed to the another subtopic, which are how to improve your presentation skill. There are consists of 7 steps or 7 ways to improve your presentation skill. So the first one is show your passion. It means that you need to connect with your audience because as the great presenter have said that the most important thing is to connect with your audience, and the best way to do that is let your passion for the subject shine through. Maksudnya kita betul-betul bagi 100% ataupun all out semasa kita punya presentation. Okay, so try to be honest with the audience about what is important and what is matters. So audience akan respon pada kita punya topik tu lah. Okay, and the second one is keep it simple. Okay, it means that try to concentrate on your core message. When you are planning your presentation, you should always keep in your mind the question, what is the key message or the key important for your audience to take away. Maksudnya kita kena set dalam kepala apakah point yang penting yang kita boleh deliver kepada kita punya audience. Okay, for example, you can write the keyword or your key point on your piece of paper, or you can say not more than 50 words maybe. So it will help you to keep your core message focused and brief. Okay, and lastly, okay, and if what you are planning doesn't contribute to that core message, please don't say it. Just say what you need to say, just only. Okay, the third one is try to smile and make eye contact. Okay, this sounds very easy, but surprisingly there are large number of presenters fail to do it. So try to smile and make eye contact. Okay, this is because when you smiling and make eye contact with your audience, actually are building rapport. What is rapport? Okay, rapport is a connection or relationship with your audience, or it can be defined as harmonious understanding between you and another individual or group. Okay, so when you build a rapport, it help you to connect with your audience in your presentation, and also when you close to your audience, it helps you to reduce your nervousness because you are talking to the individual, not to a great mass of unknown people. So kita akan lebih tak adalah terlalu nervous dan kaku bila kita memberikan presentation. Okay, and then for the fourth one is use your voice effectively. Okay, as we know, the spoken word is actually not a good way to deliver a message because it's only used only one of your audience 5 senses. Contohnya bila kita bercakap, kita hanya gunakan satu senses of our audience. Jadi dia susah nak tangkap. Okay, that's why many presenters tend to use visual aids to help in their presentation. Okay, but you can improve your presentation by adjust your voice to become more effective. For instance, you can vary the speed at which you talk and emphasizing changes in pitch and tone. Okay, this will help your presentation more effective and grabs your audience attention. Okay, contohnya kalau anda boleh menyanyi, kalau anda boleh bersajak, anda boleh bagi sajak semasa anda menyampaikan presentation supaya audience tu tak bosan dan senang untuk terima apa yang anda bagi ataupun yang anda present. Okay, and yang kelima, use your body language. Okay, try to use your body language. And it has been stated that more than 3 quarters of communication is non-verbal. So it means that your tone of voice and your body language is a crucial part to getting your message across. So there are several body language you need to avoid when you are presenting. First, do not cross arm, and the second one is do not help your hand on your back, and don't put your arms into your pocket, and last one, don't pacing the stage. Maksud pacing the stage ni, jangan kita bergerak munda-manda lah. Maksudnya munda-manda pergi ke sini, tak apa cakap, tak fix, terlalu banyak bergerak. Okay, and try to make sure your gesture open and confident. Sama macam ni lah, open and confident. And move and try to move naturally around the stage and among the audience too, if possible. But for now, it's impossible. Okay, and yang keenam, okay, for the sixth one. Okay, yang keenam, try tell some story when you are presenting, because as a human being we are programmed to respond to story, because story help us to pay attention and also to remember things last longer. Okay, if you can use story in your presentation, your audience is more likely to engage and remember your point afterwards. So cuba relatekan kita punya presentation itu dengan cerita. Jadi kita punya audience ni akan lebih minat untuk mendengar apa yang kita bagi. Cuba be kreatif dan cipta satu cerita yang mengenai dengan kita punya presentation. And the last one is try to relax, breathe and enjoy your presentation. Okay, if you find difficult to presenting, it can be hard to become and relax about it. Contohnya kalau kita fikir benda tu susah untuk menyampaikan apa yang kita sampaikan, kita akan lebih tertekan ataupun lebih nervous. So kena stay or remain relaxed. One option is to start by concentrating on your breathing. Okay, untuk mengawal kita punya nervous, kita kena kawal kita punya breathing. Contohnya slow it down. Try nafas secara kadar perlahan dan make sure that you are breathing fully. Bukannya bernafas dengan kadar yang penuh. And make sure that you are continue to pause for breathing occasionally during your presentation too. Maksudnya cakap tu jangan laju-laju, cuba tu ada game antara bila kita cakap. Contohnya saya cakap ni terlaju kan, kita jangan saja. Okay, and the last one is the importance of good presentation skill. So there are 3 points of the importance of good presentation skill. The first one, it helps an individual in enhancing his own growth opportunity. Maksudnya kalau kita ada benda ni, kita punya asset ataupun kita punya nilai dan lebih tinggi daripada orang lain. And the second one is enable an individual to mold his message according to the track of our audience. Ia juga membantu kita untuk memahami apa yang audience kita nak daripada kita. So lebih memaknai lah kita punya presentation tu. And the last one is increase an individual chance of success. Okay, kalau kita ada benda ni, iaitu presentation skill ni, for sure lah kita akan pergi lebih jauh atau lebih tinggi daripada orang lain sebabnya kita ada added value. So that's all from me, and I will pass to the Nur Khalida.
Okay, next I will proceed about action research. Okay, I will talk about the history of action research. Okay, in action research, Ted Lewis is the pioneer of action research in 1946. He said that behavior of humans can be changed toward these two things. It is values, and the second one is leadership. Okay. Other than that, Stephen Curry is the first people who use action research in educational. Okay. Okay, definition of action research. Okay, what is action research? Okay, action research is the process in which participants examine or test their educational practice by practice systematically and carefully. They examine or test their educational practice by using the technique of research. Okay, so it means that by using action research, they know where their level it is. From that, they can improve their skill from the weak to the better one. Okay, why we use action research? Okay, for the first is to solve the problems. Okay, when we use action research, the problem that we face can be solved properly. So we use action research, then we face the problem. When we face the problem, we can think the way how to solve the problem. Okay, the second one is professionalized teaching. It means that by using action research, we can convert the traditional method to the modern method. We know that the traditional method is we only depends on the teacher, but by the modern method, the teacher and the student will involve together. Okay, the third one is enhance the motivation and efficacy of very faculty. It means that the weakness of the faculty can be solved by using these action research. Maksudnya setiap fakulti tu jika ada kelemahan, bila mereka use this action research, they can know variety of problem they can face. So they also can think the way how to solve the problem by using the problem that they face. Okay, the fourth one is meet the needs of an increasingly diverse student body. It means that there are variety students that you can face. For example, some students come from different background. For example, they come from poor family, they come from rich family, and ada juga yang datang daripada broken family. So when using this action research, they know jenis student ni macam mana. Then they can solve the problem of each student by using this action research. Okay, the last one is achieve success with standard based reforms. Maksudnya by using this action research, standard based reform tu boleh tercapai bila mereka gunakan action research ni properly. Okay, next is type of action research. There are two types of action research. First is practical and the second one is participatory. Okay, practical ni studying local practice. It means that focusing on teacher development and student learning. Maksudnya yang practical ni mostly focus on teacher and student learning je. Lepas tu they will implementing a plan action and leading to the teacher as a researcher. Maksudnya in practical type ni they only assume that teacher as the researcher. The student will not involve as a researcher. Okay. The second type is participatory. It means that studying social issue that constrain individual life. Maksudnya yang participatory ni beza dengan practical. Okay, in participatory ni they emphasizing equal collaboration. Maksudnya diorang bahagikan kerjasama yang sama rata. The student will involve together in their group. Contohnya macam they do their assignment group, then they will divide their task equally. Okay. The next point is focus on life enhancing changes and resulting emancipated researcher. Maksudnya they will give the student freedom to choose what they want. Maksudnya kalau diorang nak tajuk ni, diorang diberi kebebasan untuk memilih tajuk ni and will consult with the teacher. as a guidance. Okay. The next is importance of Excel research. Okay, the first one is encourage change in school. It means that, like I said before, in Excel research, they can change from traditional method to the modern method. Like we know that traditional method only one center involved, but in the modern method we involve the teacher and student together. It is about 2 ways. Okay, the second one is fosters a democratic approach to education. It means that in education, they will give democration, like when the student have opinion, the teacher will hear what the student opinion. That mereka tak macam bila teacher ni bagi pendapat, mereka kena dengar pendapat teacher tu je. Tak, in research ni they will give democratic to give opinion. Okay, the third one is empowers individuals through collaboration project. It is same also like before. Maksudnya teacher akan bagi group assignment, then setiap student tu akan bahagikan tugas mereka sama rata. Jadi dalam group tu semua akan terlibat secara tidak langsung atau langsung. Okay. The fourth is encourage educators to reflect on their practice. Maksudnya in Excel research, when they learn something, then they can reflect what they have learned before. Maksudnya bila ada kekurangan, then mereka akan fix together apa kekurangan yang mereka hadapi ketika sesi pembelajaran. Okay, the last one is promotes a process of testing new ideas. Maksudnya through this Excel research, the student or the teacher will get new ideas that can introduce with themselves. Maksudnya bila student atau teacher ada new idea yang baru, mereka akan berkongsi sama-sama dan akan mengetengahkannya di dalam kelas dan membincangkannya sama ada idea tu wajar atau tidak wajar. Okay, I will proceed to the next presenter, Nurul Azila.
Okay, I will proceed to building a positive image. Okay, firstly I will explain to you about the definition of the building a positive image. Building a positive image is how we develop an accurate view of ourselves. Okay, if we know our weakness can interfere our life or our work, then how we create or prevent it from happen. Okay, for example, if we want to have a presentation, then we obviously will feel nervous, scared and others. Then how we control this? Okay, kita akan cakap dekat diri kita, okay, kita boleh. Okay, semua ni kawan-kawan je, so kita boleh present smoothly. Okay, the way we talk to ourselves is the build a positive image. Okay, next, why building a positive image is important? First, because it will affect to ourselves. Okay, for example, how we think. For example, what we think about ourselves will affect how we feel to ourselves, and obviously it will affect how we interact to others. Okay, I will give you an example. If in a workplace or studies environment, if we think that we cannot do the task or we cannot complete the task, then we will feel that we cannot do anything like others. We will feel that we are a slow person and others must hate us because we cannot complete the task, and obviously our interaction with other will be distracted. Okay, next is a positive image can boost our physical and emotional, social and mental. Okay. Basically, when we have a good positive image, our life will be easier, healthier, and our work and we will do our work confidently and comfortable. Okay. Next, next I proceed to how to build a positive image. Okay. First, we have several points in how to build a positive image. Okay. First, cultivate a positive outlook. Okay, this is very important point because we need to taking care of our appearance or our look, because other will see our look first. Okay, for example, in workplace, if you have a problem, do not take it to work. It will interfere your work, and always teach yourself to always be positive, patient and cool. Okay, next is control your emotion. Okay, this is the best part and important part for me because when we are study, for example, we usually and akan ada masa yang we are extremely irritated, depression, tension or stress. Okay, take a deep breath and tone or control our emotion. Okay. Always express yourself in calm and patient. Okay, next is maintain your relationship. When we are in a workplace or study environment, when we meet others, always greeting or smile to others. Do not show our face with a problem. When we do not do that, it will show that we always have a positive image to others to see. Okay, next is body language. Okay, body language also known as a non-verbal communication. Okay, there are a few factors to consider when interacting with others. First is eye contact. Eye contact. When we have talking to someone or others, we need to look at who we are talking. Okay, next is a facial expression. Facial expression, when we talking to someone, we need to give her or him respond. Okay, for example, I give you when we have a group discussion with our team. Okay, we need to hear all the opinion that our team give it. For sure, we have a different opinion because we have not only one in our group. Okay, listen to all the opinion and then discuss it together. It will akan menjadikan situasi itu tak genting. Contohnya macam kalau kita dengar pendapat seorang je dan kita terima terus, orang lain akan terasa oh pendapat saya tak okey, pendapat ni okey macam ni. So prevent it when we listen to all the opinion from our team. Okay, next is work ethics. Okay, work ethics is divided into two: professionalism and respect. Okay, professionalism. How we show the professionalism? It through our appearance and how we treat others. Okay, for example, in our life, if we have problem with someone, do not show it to others. It will distract our work and limit our action or situation. Okay, treat someone that having problem with us sama macam orang lain, so orang lain takkan perasan pun yang kita ada problem. So dari situ dia akan tunjukkan yang kita ni professional in doing work. Okay, next is a respect. Respect is a important part also because in all workplace or study environment require to have under pressure at some time. At some time, for example, we have the deadline is next week, so we feel very stressed and tension. Okay, no matter how short the deadlines, how heavy the problem, how heavy the work, always be patient, calm and respect others who work with you. Okay, next is work collaboration. Work collaboration ni when we work in team. Okay, for sure, successful collaboration require the ability to cooperate and respect others. Okay, for example, in we work in team, we will discuss it together and we will do the work together, and when we success, it's the teamwork. Okay, next is self-confidence. Okay, in how to build a positive image, the self-confidence is important things to having, because if we confident in doing work, we will have trust from others, or trust from other friend in our team. Okay, this will improve the way people see you. Okay, self-confidence need to have in everyone, because if we do not have a confidence, we will not have a positive image. Okay, I think that's all from me, and also that's all from us. Thank you.